Hi everyone, welcome to my first YouTube video. This is going to be a basic tutorial on the key mechanics and movements in the game Roblox Parkour. So if you enjoyed this video, can you please like, share, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and without further ado, I hope you like the video. So here we are in the basic tutorial. To access this, you're going to have to click this icon on your menu. You should be able to access it from level 1. I recommend you do so. It's going to teach you some of the key mechanics and movements in the game. So we first have the vault. To do the vault, you're going to approach an obstacle, and then we're going to press spacebar when you're right in front of it. So I don't know what happened to him, but this is how it looks like. So in this game, there's two types of vaults which we can differentiate by pressing the G key on your keyboard. So they call the gorilla vault or speed vault and the jump vault. So the gorilla vault allows you to gain a bit of speed, and the jump vault allows you to gain height instead. They're both useful in their own way. Next we're going to move on to the vault jump. So the vault jump is just like the normal vault, but the normal jump vault, but you can gain a bit of extra height. But something to remember is that you want to be in the jump vault mode to do this. You can't do this in gorilla vault mode. You're just going to slide right across it. So then instead of just pressing the space, we're going to hold it for a bit. Yeah, we gain a bit of extra height. Next we have the wall climb. So to do the wall climb, you're just going to, as you approach the wall, you're going to look upwards and then press the space bar to climb up, and stop pressing the space bar once you climb to the top. Yeah, as you can see, I'm not very good at it whatsoever. So I'm going to show you the footage of it now. Next we have the slide. So to do the slide, you're just going to press shift once you reach the obstacle to slide underneath it. Now we have the important parts. So this is how you can absorb damage when you're falling down. So you're just going to hold the shift button right before you're going to reach the floor. So it should look like this. Oops, not like that. So, well, that's an example of how much damage I take by falling off such a small building like that. I take a lot of damage if I do not press shift. So this is how it looks like if I press shift. I should have absorbed all the damage, but since, of course, I'm going to take damage because I'm not that good at this game. Next we have the wall climb. So to do the wall climb, you're going to go to the wall, and then you're going to keep your camera angle straight. So don't put it upwards or downwards. Just keep it straight. I'm going to hold the spacebar and hold the W key to go forward. So it should look like this. And if you also notice that I have a little green bar, if I can show you again. So that little green bar indicates how long I have for the wall run before I just jump, before my character just jumps off automatically. So yeah, as you can see, I just jumped off straight away once that bar was finished. In this game we have three types of wall runs. So that one just showed you as the basic one. We have, I don't know the exact names, but I'm just going to make up the names on the way. So I'll just call this one the zigzag wall run because that's the part we're going. So what's going to happen is you're going to wall run as usual. Then once you run out of your wall run, you're going to do a 360 and then a wall run like that. So if I can show you, it should look like this. Yeah, that's how it looks like. So that's quite useful when you're on high buildings and you need to fall off or lose a bit of height before you drop down, because in the map you have it in the main map of this, you can go there by pressing the spawn button. You will have extremely large buildings which you cannot just land and then absorb all the damage. So it's useful to learn that. Next we have the other one, which I'm just going to call the extended wall run, because you're just going to go in one straight line if you do it correctly. So when you're doing a wall run, you may not have enough wall. The bar may just run up before you reach your desired point. So you can, once your bar's finished, you're gonna do a 360, but then press the S key and start a wall run downwards in the same way. So it's basically like an extended wall run. This is going to be useful for your covering larger distances. So one thing I think will be useful to keep in mind is to keep your camera angle straight when you're climbing backwards. So that's how it looks like. Next we have the springboard jump. So to do the springboard jump, you're going to run at the springboard, then press jump at this line, and then hold space right on the line to spring off it for lots of height. So what you're going to do is you're going to press space, you're going to hold space, you're going to jump here onto the springboard, then you're going to hold jump. So personally, this is one of my most hated moves. I still can't do it yet. I just don't know why. It's just the hardest move for me. Like, I've been playing this game for a very long time and still can't do that. So you can go and find another YouTuber who can actually do it. So I'm sorry about that. Next we're going to move on to this, which is the pipe. So you can just climb up it by going towards it with the W, pressing holding the W key. So this is going to be a combination of both of them, which I'm going to attempt, and as you can see, absolutely fail it. So I'm just going to skip that. Then after that we have this part. So in the main map you're going to find lots of these red pads and some of these garbage piles. So these large red pads, and they could also be large garbage piles. It doesn't matter what height you fall onto them, they're going to absorb all your damage. So this is something you want to look out for. It can help you a lot. So now that we finished the basic tutorial, we're going to move on to the advanced tutorial. Sorry guys, I forgot to show you a few extra moves before we move on to the advanced tutorial. So these are going to be the long jump and static long jump. So the long jump is basically a way for you to cover a larger distance with your jump. So this is how a long jump should look like that. So the question is, in most of your minds I think, would be, how do I do it? So what you want to do is that you want to press your middle mouse button or the scroll key on your mouse. So that should appear this little bar, as you can see, that little white bar, which says shift there. You're going to have to remember that when you're doing it. So to do a long jump, you want to be the absolute edge of your building. So you don't want to be like, this is like the distance you want to be. So you barely hanging onto it, like you're almost going to fall down. So when you're at this point, what you should be able to do is that if you press your shift key or whatever key you set that one, so middle mouse button for example, that's the default. So you're going to press middle mouse button and space. You should be able to do what we call the long jump. Sorry, the long jump. That's the basic long jump. So you can gain a bit of extra height. But if you press the W key, if you hold the W key, you can extend that long jump, and then that's what we consider the average or normal long jump. So it should look like that. Now moving on, we're going to go on to the static long jump. So the static long jump, if I can show you without dying here. No, not. This is why I hate this game. People always jump on your head. So, no, just move your head, please. So this is how the static long jump should look like. It's like a little height boost. You see that little height boost there? That's what you call the static long jump. It allows you to gain a bit of height. It's really useful. So, how do we do it? So, the one thing that you want to remember is that you want to have a bit of height before you start doing the static long jump. From my experience, whenever I tried to do it without any height, I wasn't able to do it. So, that's that. What you want to do is that you want to look away from, as soon as you gain a bit of height, you want to look away from the wall, and then you can look down, but you want to look the opposite side of the wall, then press the middle mouse button, and then press space as fast as you can. So, sorry about that. That's how it looks like. And you can also, you can also do it at a 90-degree angle a bit, so it's a bit above a 90-degree angle, you can do it as well. And if you combine it with your keys, you can like almost go to entirely parallel building there. So like, if you can do it correctly, it should look like this. If it didn't glitch, you'll see that that's how you can do it. So Now we'll be moving on to the advanced tutorial. Finally, we are at the advanced tutorial, what I think you've been waiting for. So first we're going to be doing the wall climb boost. Now the wall climb boost, in my opinion, is going to be, if not the best or most important movement they want to learn. So the wall climb boost looks like this. It's like a little, it allows you to gain a lot of height, sorry. And then, yeah. So how do we do it? What you want to do is, you can read the description first. So the description says, approach this wall in first person and look up. Begin a wall climb, then as quickly as you can, turn away from the wall and press space again to perform a wall climb boost. So you're probably going to be staring at that and wondering how to do it. So here's a simple explanation. You're going to look up, press space, do a 90-degree or just jerk your camera, and then bring it back to the same point where you jerked it. Then you're going to press space again as quickly as you can. If you don't do it fast enough, the game won't register it as a wall climb boost. So once again, it's going to look like this. And depending on how fast you do it, you can increase your height. So in this game, we have something which we call MS. So people, when they're talking about they're talking saying, oh yeah, my MS is such. It basically means milliseconds. So it's a milliseconds between how long from your first spacebar and your second spacebar. So my MS is, so first off, before I go into my MS, I'm going to explain to you what a good MS is considered. So a good MS would be around, I'll say 80 or below. That's extremely good. And then you can check your MS by going on debug mode, which is the plus key on your numpad. So as you can see, my MS is absolutely terrible, 126. So those red numbers you saw there, that's my MS. My average MS is usually 120, anywhere from 120 to 180. So it's not really that good. Sometimes I get into 200, which, yeah, I'm trying to improve it, but unfortunately it hasn't gone that well. If you guys know any way, because I'm pressing my spacebar as fast as I can to the point where I think it's going to break, but still haven't been able to improve mine. So if any of you know how to improve it, just tell me in the description below. Next we're going to move on to the wall climb boost. So sorry, the double wall climb boost. So the double wall climb boost is going to look like this. Oh wow, I actually got 78 there. I never actually got that before. Kind of proud of myself. So the double wall climb boost, as you can see, is just a wall climb boost on top of a wall climb boost, and excuse me for dying 5 times there. So you want to learn how to do the double wall climb boost. It's going to allow you to climb high buildings very easily. So first off, when you read the description of it, if I can find it. No, I can't find it. Well, okay. The description should say you should begin your second wall climb boost at the peak of your first one. So let me quickly describe what the concept of what the peak is. So the peak is the point where you are still gaining height, but not as fast as you initially did with your first wall climb boost. So don't do it so fast to the point where, you know, you aren't gaining any more height. Don't do it too fast, because then the game won't register as a double wall climb boost. So I recommend that you start doing the wall climb boost once you can do like around 10 to 15, maybe 20 wall climb boosts single wall climb boosts in a row. Then I think you can be safe to move on to there. Yeah. So if you continue from this, you can move on to yeah. So if you continue this, we can move on to the rest of the tutorial, which I'm not going to go through because firstly, I know it's going to take me ages to complete it because I'm probably going to fill it 50 times. Then, so this is how the rest of the tutorial should look like if I don't die here. Oh, I didn't die. Yeah, so this is how the rest of the tutorial should look like. So you're going to, once you reach the top of the building, the game's going to tell you to go all the way here. and not die like that guy did there, which I probably would do if I went there. And then you're going to go here, and then you're going to climb there, you're going to go to the top, then you're going to long jump there to the top, then you finish the tutorial. So now all that I really think is left is to go through the menu. So firstly, we have the save position hotkey. So this one allows you to save position. So you press this to save a certain position. It should make a green marking like this. So this is save position 1. Then it doesn't matter where I'm on the map. Let's just say I am right here. Oh sorry, I forgot to tell you have to be on the ground to actually teleport there. So let's just say I move here. I'm going to go back to my safe position. You have a game pass in this game, which I'll show you right here. I think it's in the game pass menu. So if you go to the store of this game, you're going to find a way you can get you can buy a game pass, which gives you around 4 more slots. So in default you only have 1 slot, but with a game pass you can get up to 4 slots, which is useful if you want to farm skins or bags, which I'll explain later. Next we have the leaderboards. So the leaderboards here have some things I have to explain to you. So first off, I explained to you the wall boost speed is basically your MS. So as this loads, I'm just going to quickly explain to you that the leaderboards, the MS, you're going to have to be really fast with your keyboard. That's the point where you can reach these types. Oops, I think I'm stuck on my key. Yeah, I guess I'm stuck again. I always end up doing this. So I'm going to quickly die, respawn. No. Okay. Well then, if you look here, you can see that people have up to 27 MS, which is very, very high. And if I can actually fix this, that'd be very useful. Yeah, okay. So I managed to fix it. So if you look back, you also have combo score. So your combo score is, if I can do it. Wait, I was going to quickly let it load. I'll explain to you what your combo score is. So actually no, I'll just show you what your combo score is first. So your combo score is that little menu there. You see that? That's my combo score. So a good combo score, I think the maximum is like 15 or 12. I'm not sure. I'll check later. So I think that's the maximum you can get. If you have a good combo score, you can go on to the leaderboards. You also have time trials. These are like different. There's different colored beacons in the air which have different light colors, and if you farm them, you have a good chance to get in the leaderboards. So fundamentally, a time trial is a certain distance which the game measures how long it takes you to cover. As you can see, I've barely done any time trials because I'm not bothered to farm time trials for that long and sweat on this game, since I usually play other games on Roblox. Next, we're going to move on to the settings. So for the settings, we're going to do there's different settings here. We have the dot cursor, camera tilt. These are my current settings. You can also change your keybinds wherever you want. Then we can move on to the stats. So the stats, these are my stats. As you can see, it's absolutely horrible. Yeah, so my kill to death ratio, where is it? Here we go, 2,100 deaths taken. As you can see, and my perfect landing ratio is 20%. So yeah. Then we can move on to the party. You can invite people to your party and get XP as they get XP. You can mute the radio, which I've done here. So the radio is a game pass for you to quit music. I'll explain to you that part later. You can donate some Robux to the Hudson, which is the creator of this game. Then we have the spawn. Clicking this, you're going to teleport to the spawn. We also have the gear option. Now this is the part I wanted to explain to you. So we have all these different gloves which you can access by leveling up. So the way you level up is by doing missions which give you XP and turning good points. So you get points by doing different tricks and actions or doing speedruns. Once you have 10,000 XP, you can give it in. And the gloves just let you wall climb boost higher, and I think is move a bit faster as well. I only have it up to here. The highest you can get is duality. The rest of these are just cosmetics. The glowing glove makes your glove glow, and these two, they give you the same height as the duality glove, but it's just different design. Then we have equipment. We have the mag rope, which is this thing here, which I'm using right now. So the mag rope allows you to do, if I can go here, it should be here. You have these things here. So yeah, once this stopped glitching, I can show you. So it allows you to spring on these things here. It's kind of useful. I won't say it's that good, but yeah, it has its own use. Next we have the zip line kit, which you can make zip lines out of. It looks like that. I'm not going to be going over how to use it. You should be able to figure out how to use it easily. Now the spring kit, which allows you to place small springboards onto the floor, which you can jump across and gain some, just vault across and gain some higher speed. Then if we move on to the game passives, so we got quite a few here. The radio allows you to quit music, so you have to pay for all of these in a certain amount of Robux. So radio allows you to play some music. The binoculars allow you to see further distances. The Evo glove, I think, is just a cosmetic design. The power grip gauntlet, which I think is probably the best one out of all of them, allows you to have double wall running speed. Double wall running time, and also you can wall climb boost, and also what's it called again? A static long jump while you're falling down. So if I do a long jump here while I'm falling down, as you can see, I won't be able to do it. I'm just going to die, and it's the same with a static long jump. So once I finished falling and dying, we can move on to the grappler. Grappler just allows you to reach for things in this game, for your character towards it. You can also spectate characters in this people in this game by just writing their name here, unless they disabled it in the settings. You can also go through the tutorial and the advanced tutorial, and which I already went through. I forgot to tell you, have to be level 20 or above to do the advanced tutorial. You have the skins. So yeah, so the skinnable here, it just tells me to put on gear which I can actually add a skin to. So we have this, where is it? Oh, wrong one, sorry. So you can get skins by leveling up, and you can get different rarities of bags which have different skins, and you can equip these skins to your items. You can also find the bags around the map, but I think they're quite rare. Then we have missions, which allows you to get XP. You can get up to 300,000 XP to above. You can get 10k below, depending on how hard the mission is. This is probably the best way to get XP. You get a new mission every single day. You have the time trials, which I already told you, and this button is to close and open the menu. So I think that is really it for this entire tutorial. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I guess I'll just see you on the next one. Bye.